Ja, schönen guten Morgen, da sind wir wieder. Cloud ERP Livestream. Und ja, willkommen zurück. Wir haben ja jetzt erstmal Freitag und Montag eine Pause gemacht und jetzt sind wir wieder da hier. Und ja, war ein schönes Wochenende, waren in Würzburg, haben dort die Residenz angeschaut, ne? Und ja, vielleicht dieser ganze Prunk sozusagen, was da ausgestellt ist, ja, aber auch Weltkulturerbe, war schon sehr beeindruckend. Vielleicht hat mich das auch ein bisschen inspiriert zu diesem etwas außergewöhnlichen Titelbild heute, ja, diesem Schlüssel. Genau. Und ja, was haben wir heute vorgenommen uns? Unlocking Business Potential with Business Process Intelligence. Pragmatic Approach. Ja? Also das ist mal das Thema, was wir heute beleuchten wollen. Wir haben im Grunde genommen, ja, verfolge ich ja dann auch so die Diskussion auf Social Media, auf LinkedIn und so weiter. Und ja, also da ging es auch um das Thema, wie ist eigentlich sozusagen, wie sind eigentlich traditionelle Herangehensweisen um ERP, ne? Zum Beispiel S4HANA zu verkaufen oder zu kaufen sozusagen. Also wie ist dieser Kaufvorgang, wie geht er vonstatten sozusagen, ne? Und da gibt es ja auch ja, vielleicht gewisse eingeschliffene Muster in der Vergangenheit oder es gibt auch neue Ansätze, die vielleicht Erfolg versprechen. Und ja, ich habe dazu meine Meinung, ne? Und die gebe ich mal kund, diese Meinung hier. Das ist ja auch der Sinn in diesem Livestream mal vielleicht ja, eine unkonventionelle Meinung preiszugeben und zu vertreten und dann einfach auch in die Diskussion zu kommen. Ne? Genau, und das ist letzten Endes auch, wozu wir einladen hier. Kann ich auch gerne nochmal sozusagen einladen, wenn jetzt die Teilnehmer, die Zuschauer, also erstmal herzlich willkommen und genau, wir kennen das ja schon mit menti.com, ne? Dass wir immer auch Interaktionen anbieten. So, also das heißt heute mit menti.com mit dem Code 58448047 und kann entweder im Internet, im Browser bedient werden, am Desktop oder auch auf dem Handy. Ne? Gibt es eine dementsprechende App und ist auch anonym. Und natürlich auch kostenlos. Genau. Also kann jeder dazu stoßen und seine Meinung kundtun, ohne dass jetzt personenbezogene Daten gesammelt werden. Das ist einfach über die Nummer anonymisiert. Genau. Freue mich für jeden, der daran teilnehmen kann und seine Meinung kundtun möchte. Und nutze jetzt mal die Gelegenheit, während alle sich einloggen, sozusagen einen Schluck Kaffee zu trinken. Ja. Oh, Dankeschön. Also, QR-Code geht natürlich auch. Okidoki. Also, ja, herzlich willkommen. Und ja, also das war so ein bisschen die Diskussion, die ich am Wochenende, oder weiß nicht, wann genau eigentlich, ja doch irgendwie am Wochenende auf LinkedIn verfolgt habe. Ne? Es gab so zwei im Prinzip Ansätze, wie man, wenn man ein zum Beispiel SAP S System oder S4HANA Cloud-System oder überhaupt ein SAP-System sozusagen verkauft oder kauft, je nachdem, ist ja ein gemeinsamer Vorgang, es gibt ja immer den Verkäufer und den Käufer. Die zwei sitzen in einem Raum und diskutieren das durch und werden sich ja einig. Ne? Und da ist so dieser linke Ansatz, ne, der eher traditionelle, hochtechnische Ansatz. Also sprich, Berater, die jedes Detail der SAP-Software kennen, die jede Customizing-Tabelle bis ins Detail kennen, die sogar wissen, welche Kürzel der Item-Kategorien man anwenden muss, um sozusagen Konsignation mit Strecken, was weiß ich, keine Ahnung, was es da alles für Möglichkeiten gibt. Also natürlich habe ich eine Ahnung, ne? Aber die sozusagen jedes bisschen, in jedem Eckchen sozusagen der SAP-Software letzten Endes kennen. Ne? Das ist ja das sozusagen der Berater, der weiß, welche Customizing-Tabelle wie ausgefüllt werden muss, damit welche Funktion durchgeführt werden kann. Ne? Und dann kommen noch die Sonderwünsche dazu, dann kommt noch das Ganze dazu, dass ja, hier muss noch unbedingt ein Button sein und hier muss noch ein Feld sein, da muss noch die Schuhgröße rein und so weiter und so fort. Ich übertreibe es jetzt mal ein bisschen. Ne? Ich meine, schlussendlich dient ja dieser Ansatz dem Kunden dazu, eine höchstmögliche sozusagen Sicherheit zu bekommen, dass die SAP-Software letzten Endes auch seine super branchenspezifischen Anforderungen abbilden könnte. Oder vielleicht sind sie auch nicht mal branchenspezifisch, sondern kundenspezifisch. Ja? Bis dahin, dass manche Kunden sogar denken, dass es quasi so eine Art Entwicklungsplattform ist. Ne? Dass sie sagen, okay, jetzt kann ich endlich mal entwickeln, was ich möchte, sozusagen. Und das sind ja auch viele Sonderentwicklungen entstanden, ne? In diesem linken Ansatz sozusagen. Ja? Und ja, diese Sonderentwicklungen, wir haben das ja schon in anderen Livestreams sozusagen diskutiert mal, was die eigentlich auch teilweise dann für Sonderprobleme machen, um es mal so auszudrücken. Ja? Also das wäre jetzt sozusagen dieser hochtechnische Ansatz. Ja? Und ja, also der hat natürlich auch seine Vorteile und hat aber auch natürlich seine Nachteile. Ne? Wie gesagt, also der Vorteil ist vielleicht, dass, ja, dass einfach man mehr in dem Sinn Sicherheit versucht zu gewinnen. Ja? Ja. Bevor man die Software kauft, einfach zu sehen, ja, die macht genau das, was ich möchte. Ja. Aber ja, der Nachteil ist natürlich, dass man irgendwo auch den Blick für das Ganze verliert. Ne? Also man ist dann durch den technischen Ansatz, verliert man den Blick für das Ganze, man verliert tatsächlich auch das Kosten-Nutzen-Verhältnis. Man weiß dann, man wünscht sich dies und das wird dann alles so hingebogen, sage ich mal so. Das ist für den Berater, für den Pre-Sales-Mitarbeiter anstrengend. Das ist dann auch die Frage, ob er das alles sozusagen in Vorleistung macht, ne? In der Hoffnung, dass sozusagen der große Vertrag zustande kommt. Oder ob man jetzt sozusagen einfach zu viel investiert in verschiedenen Ecken, die am Ende gar nicht viel bringen, ne? Sondern nur einfach dem Bauchgefühl von individuellen Personen entspringen. Ja? Oder ob man den Blick für das Ganze hat, im Sinn einer Prozessdenkweise und wie wird der Prozess eigentlich dadurch optimiert. Ja? Das ist vielleicht so ein bisschen das Problem bei dem hochtechnischen Ansatz. Ja, und dann gibt es den anderen Ansatz, den modernen sozusagen, ja, den ja alle jungen Leute auch lernen dann. Storytelling, Presentation Skills und Psychology, also Psychologie sozusagen. Ah ja, by the way, I should do this live stream in English, because that is what I'm sorry for that I started now in German, that due to my usual language in the live streams, but now I will switch to English actually. Yeah, because the title was English and therefore and the slides are English and therefore it's only fair that I do this in English, so that I will completely screw this algorithm from YouTube. Anyways, so storytelling, presentation skills and psychology. Yeah, and then it is more like engaging the audience, yeah, getting a conviction sozusagen fastly, but of course this has also some downturns, because it could be, or you get into the area of overselling actually, because you present SAP software as if it solves all of the problems and the world is gay and is wonderful, everything is fine. Yeah, that of course also has some dangers, because the danger is obviously that it is the software does not really 100% fit, or I would say not fit to the processes of the customer in the way they profit from it. Yeah, so that is the other problem, yeah, of that. And actually, when I read this discussion, for me it was like, wow, how could you even do this? Yeah, so for me, it is so hard to understand, because I'm thinking completely different. Yeah, so that is why AdaPro is also thinking completely different. I cannot even imagine ever to do a highly technical approach in selling, and I cannot even imagine just to do storytelling, presentation skills, and psychology. For me, I would say it's like the to be simply put simply. So the right one is too superficial, in my opinion. Yeah, and the left one is losing sight and you are lost in the maze in that sense. So you have no overview. Yeah, so with the left one you have not the overview, and with the right one you are too superficial. So that is my take on that. Yeah? So which is interesting that I use these words now, because actually I'm you know me, I'm used to use these two tools in our live stream to show how we approach to things. So that is the overview. Yeah. So that is the overview. This is the value management approach. And this is against superficially. Yeah, this is business process management approach. So that is how we do things. You know, if you watch our live streams, you know that already. Yeah. So these are the both, and they are completely opposite to these approaches actually. So it turns out, the more I think about it, the more we as AdaPro think completely different in selling S/4HANA Cloud or SAP Business by Design or any of these solutions for the Cloud ERP than most of the companies actually. So it turns to me, it dawns to me actually, like I must say, because for me it is so naturally to think differently. Now the question is, what is now the solution to that? Yeah, how do we solve these problems with those approaches? And a little bit of both, in my opinion, is not the right approach, because there are some key skills missing, in my opinion. Yeah, key skills missing, in my opinion. Sorry to be so blunt, but that is my opinion. So, but yeah, before we come to that, let us collect your opinion. So what is your opinion to that? Yeah, so maybe you can write just a sentence or something like this. You can join on menti.com 58448047. So sorry for having that also in German. I think I'm a little bit confused with German English today. But anyway, I will get better. I've even translated the rest, I think, I hope, yeah. So leave your comment if you have an opinion. So what is your opinion? Do you think like one of these approaches is better than the other? Do you think what are the problems of these approaches? Do you have any opinion to that? And you have the possibility to answer that. I'll do a let's say countdown, 30 minutes, to give you the opportunity to share your opinion. So how would you do it? What is your approach? What is your thinking on that? What is the best solution for customer and Dienstleister, service agent or supplier of the services, how to do that? So no certain opinion to that. So let's move on. I have my opinion. I share that to you. So in my opinion, so let me move that around a little bit so that you can see everything. Yeah, so in my opinion, that is actually how we think since foundation of AdaPro. Yeah? So for us, the pragmatic approach is process intelligence. Actually, process intelligence, focusing on the processes, processes of the customer. So why is this so important? because the processes is what we want to improve using the technology. The technology is just a means to optimize the processes. If the technology doesn't optimize and improve or better the processes, what it's for, what is its uses? Yeah, well, it's only this purpose. Yeah. So because then, if you have better processes, you can have better results. Yeah. We have discussed this in many other live streams, like value management and how you can improve your key figures, how you can, how you can, for example, reduce the costs, and how you can, for example, improve your day sales outstanding, your liquidity, how you can, for example, improve customer satisfaction, and so on and so on. So for all this to improving, these are processes. So in our thinking, we are thinking about process intelligence, how we can utilize the solutions from SAP to improve your processes. That is all we think about day and night, and all what we do with our customers actually. Yeah? So everything is subordinated to that goal. And what does it mean? It means to take back the control of your own processes. Why would you not have control of your own processes? Why would you give the control of your processes away to anybody? Yeah? But for that, what do we need? So we need a process analysis and documentation. Yeah? So we need some transparency of the processes. Yeah? So now you think, oh wow, I have to create so much process models. No, you don't have to. Yeah, it's much easier. That's much easier because, so we can jump there. Because we have the Signavio Process Explorer. Yeah. Signavio Process Explorer already has many of these processes. Yeah? Process building blocks, best processes. So it's like just going there and also selecting the right processes for you. So there's a vast experience in best practice processes that have already been successfully implemented and optimized for so many SAP customers. Well, why not use it? Why not reuse it? Yeah, why not just take them, make an individual collection, as we said earlier, of these process building blocks. Yeah, so individualize by combining, by configuring together already finished processes. So it's so easy, so easy. And then, how do you know what processes you need? Of course, that's what we are for. No? That's clear, because then we can understand your requirements, and then we can put together an individual process landscape for you. And then you say, okay, then I have some special, whatever. No? And then, of course, you can also model your own processes additionally. Yeah, but then you have already like 95% covered, and then you have to do only the 5%, which is much easier then, obviously. And then you do the 5% in a way that fits to the 95%. So that is how we do every project. Yeah? And by the way, which is interesting to see, we have increasingly now our cloud implementation projects in which the customer does a lot or most of it himself. Think of that. Yeah. So earlier it was like the customer says, I want this and this and this, and then the consultants say, okay, it costs, I don't know, X 100,000, X million, or X 10 million, I don't know what. Yeah. This was the earlier times. This was many do this today also. But now the time's changing. The time's changing because now it is more like you take control of your own processes back to yourself. Yeah, that doesn't mean you need to do everything on your own. No, it doesn't mean, obviously, but it means you can do more on yourself because you have more understanding, more transparency, more, and this is also benefiting for even the organization, because it is not only a technical project. So because it is not only a technical project, because it's also an organizational project. Yeah? It is how the users also utilize this new tool, S/4HANA Cloud. Yeah? For example, how they use it and how they extract all the value from it. Yeah? Maybe this is even more important than to have a fancy button or a this is not maybe, this is clearly more important than to have a fancy button or a certain field or a certain color on the screen or some of these technical bells and whistles. Yeah. So, and to engage the users, and this is also better possible if you have a process orientation in all of that, because that is where business and technology comes together. Yeah? So it's not so, I think it's very clear actually. Yeah. So what do we need? Process analysis and documentation. As I said, mostly you can reuse a lot of these. You can also do some process mining. Yeah. Yeah. So in some areas like high volume production or customer care or whatever, you can do process mining and find from the data where are your weaknesses in your processes. Yeah? For example, based on data, not just based on stomach feeling. Benchmarking, where do you stand in comparison to your peers in the industry? That are the tools we have already explained earlier in our live streams. And also process reimagining, like not to stick to what we have today. For example, request for quote. Maybe it's not the best idea to send out paper or PDF or whatever to all the suppliers and get them back as paper or PDF and then enter them into the system. Maybe it's better to have a portal in which you publish that and the supplier already are registered in the portal and they are already on your whitelist, for example, and then they can enter their supplier quotes in the system directly with relation to the request for quote, for example, process reimagining. Or maybe it's even better to have a mutually agreed preliminary invoice before you send the real invoice and have then the accounts receivable. And this also improves your day sales outstanding because the payment is done automatically because the preliminary invoice has already been paid, for example. Just to reimagine your processes differently with the use of technology, in that approach. Actually. And then after we've done this, we can do a process-oriented scoping fit to standard. This is what I said, So to pick the right process building blocks and put them together. Oops, of course they must fit. Here, put them together. Then, as a result from that, and then build a process landscape. So that is, how does it look like, such a process landscape? Just to make an example. So that is Signavio. I have to log into our Signavio. And I have to speed up a little bit here. But just to show you, maybe it will take a little bit longer today, so bear with me, because it's such an important topic. So process landscape, for example, package solution. See, we have package solution also, like professional services with SAP Business by Design, for example. So So that is a process landscape. Yeah, so that is a collection of these. This is a collection of these building blocks, and behind every. Okay, I can switch that to English also. Yeah. Okay. View content language English. So. Yeah, so that is the power of Signavio, yeah, because you can switch English, German. That is excellent. Yeah, and then we have the processes for that. Yeah, we have a collection of processes individually for you to reuse. Yeah, for example, order to cash, standardized processes. And by the way, all of our customers have access to training materials from that vast process knowledge actually. Yeah, so that is really an advantage if you work with other pro. Yeah, then you can use that to optimize your processes actually. Yeah, so that is something to consider. Yeah, so this is what I want to say. Process-oriented scoping fit to standard, and then we can see if these processes fit to your, and then on the level of processes we do this fitting, not on the level of technology and customizing tables and buttons and details, nitty-gritty details, because the nitty-gritty details you somehow always get solved. Yeah? But the processes, they must fit. That is the most important. And it's even better, this approach, than just storytelling, no? Because storytelling, presentation skills, and psychology is just, like superficially, So it is exactly the right level of fit. If it fits on the process, then you can be sure and have security that you can do this project. Yeah? Even if you have to resolve some nitty-gritty details later. And it has the right level of detail. Process is the right level of detail, simply put, before you can decide to that. So, and then you can do a process-oriented planning and execution, which is also great, because then you have these processes here. You can like use them as a test planning or as a customizing planning thing. You can do everything from that, derive from that in your project plan, actually. Because then you have already defined or reused, better to say, reused the existing processes that you can incorporate into your organization, and you can use them as a training material. You can even use the vast training material we have already, and people and users can use it to learn to system and to optimize their system. This is so important. So, and then process-oriented measuring is also something to do, to mention, is that after implementation, it's also the thing to see what are the process improvements, because that is what you actually want to achieve. Process improvements. So in my opinion, this is the more pragmatic and intelligent approach compared to these two here, highly technical approach or storytelling and presentation skills psychology. So that is our DNA actually. So we cannot even understand how to do it differently actually. I must admit, So maybe in that we are a special kind. I see that. I see that we are a special kind in maybe the SAP landscape. I agree, but on the other hand, the trend is proving us right, because there is a reason why SAP acquired SAP Signavio 2 years ago. About 2 years ago, and so that is this whole mindset. This whole mindset is people are in the center. It's not the technology in the center. Actually, honestly, to be honestly, even the decision makers, they play the most important role, certainly, because they define the goals and they decide. Yeah? And they decide about also the contract and all of that. But the goals will only be reached including all of the people. Yeah? So all of the experts, all of the managers, all of the users of the system and the processes in the end. In the end, the goals will only be reached if everybody is included in that collaboration. Obviously, that is why people are in the center. Meaning they are using systems and they are driving processes. And that exactly the sign, the diagram we showed many times. The systems need to, the process need to be designed, and they are already designed. They can be reused mostly. Yeah, of course I know not every special project is already designed. That is completely clear to me. Yeah, this is 100% clear to me. Yeah, of course. And this is the interesting part, of course. But most of the core processes are designed. Of course, they are designed because the software is already designed. It's a standard software, and therefore we have standard processes. It's obviously clear to make them visible. And therefore, enhancing them based on the already existing design, analyzing, executing, and enabling people. Yeah? So to accelerate time to scope, accelerate time to insight, and the systems are like subordinate to this process because we design the system based on the process design and not based on some technical insights or something like this. So technology is important because without the technology we couldn't do certain processes. But because, of course, if you imagine we don't have internet, www, and so on, so that we have the processes have completely changed. No Amazon without internet, and of course the systems are the enablers for that. Yeah, this is clear. Yeah, and this is why I also say to people who say, "Oh, I want to only optimize processes," I say, no. If you only optimize processes without the technology, you are missing out most of the potential because the technology gives you so much to improve. Like, for example, artificial intelligence we discussed last week. Yeah, the artificial intelligence we discussed last week is now this business AI, which improves your processes drastically. So, so we discussed last time. Let me show that to you. I said this will be a little bit longer today. So bear with me. So, LiveStream, business AI. So, look, this is the process, and we simulate this. We simulate this. I hope I can switch it to English here. Sometimes it's a little bit so, let me show that here. Share. Preview. So that is using business AI actually. Yeah. So I switched that to English. Language, English. So there we go. Okay. So that process is about payment with clearing rules. But if they don't work, you have to do manual clearing. But if you have business AI, you can also do business AI clearing. Yeah. So, and this is from S/4HANA Cloud, for example. Yeah. Okay. So obviously, this is a great enabler, this business AI, because it clears a lot of these payments that you couldn't clear with clearing rules. Yeah, and even it's faster, of course, than the manual clearing. It's also clear. Yeah, okay. So, and what we did is we simulated this. Yeah, we can simulate this. Yeah, and we can calculate the cost. Yeah. So, for example, if you have the simulation here and we calculate manual, then we see we have a cost of 1,974 euro. But if we do it out with Cash App, the AI, yeah, AI solution from SAP, then the process cost is only 486.14, yeah, for example. So that is, you have a cost save of over 75% in this example, yeah, obviously. Yeah, and this is what we can do if you use process intelligence. And I think this is more engaging, more interesting, more valuable than just going into any details, technical details of the system. Yeah, of course, anybody has to set up later this business AI and to plan these jobs and so on, and upload the payment advices and so on. Yeah, but the improvement of the processes using this business AI we can expect, and also the cost savings. I think these are the most relevant and interesting questions here. Yeah, and because these are best practice processes, these are proven processes. We don't to waste the time with all of these unnecessary details. We can concentrate on what is the value, what is the benefit of those. Yeah, so that is how we can utilize this. Yeah, so and this is why it is so important to first clarify the processes and then configure the system according to the processes. Yeah? And then, yeah, this can be clarified in before, like signing the contract, and the rest then is a lot easier, of course. Yeah? So, yeah, so what do we need? This is nothing new. Everybody who knows us, this is our approach. We say we need the right mindset. That is like a decision to not fall prey to any of those approaches. Yeah, so if you have made up your mind and you say, no, I don't do this technical thing anymore, and I don't do this theater here anymore, and this is too superficial for me. So if you have made up your mind, if you have made up your mind that you want to go into the direction of blending together processes and systems for the benefit of the people, if you have made up this mind, yeah, this is the, I would say, the most important decision for the success of this, because like some methods which are traditionally done in the SAP landscape, and of course we are getting used to it and so on, but on the other hand we have a lot of problems with them and we don't exactly know how to solve them. Yeah? Now we know how to solve them, yeah, because if we have this mindset of integrating processes and systems into a solution, yeah, then we can, as we say in German, die Weichen stellen, so make the right decisions afterwards. And then also the next thing is the tool set. What we need is SAP S/4HANA, obviously, yeah, cloud, and also SAP Signavio, yeah, to be using together in the right tool set. Yeah, so excellent tool set. If you don't have that tool set, yeah, you can do whatever you want. It will be difficult. Yeah, it will be difficult without the right tool set. Problem. Yeah. Okay, now you have the mindset, you have the tool set. What do we else need? The skill set. So that is actually what we offer in our programs. This skill set. For example, in our shop, yeah. So we have many of these programs which are ready to use to increase the skill set and to learn these skills, which are a necessary precondition to succeeding in that arena. Yeah, they come from vast experiences from past projects, and the longer I think about it, it turns out that Adapro is in some kind of unique. Yeah, because we did this since now 13 years, even the history goes back more like, but we use this in our customer project and we're using it day by day. Yeah, and from that comes a practical, vast experience. And this practical, vast experience we offer in these skill set programs. Yeah? So you can upgrade your skill set actually. Yeah? Using these programs. And by the way, also our customers, like our ERP customers, they get access to these programs for free, actually. So that is something also to consider. If you have your like cloud ERP with us, with Adapro, you can get access, as many users access as you want for these programs for free, actually. So that is also something to consider. Okay. So, mindset, skill set, and tool set. So that is what we need to go into, to succeed in that arena. Yeah, so Signavio Process Explorer, process simulation I already showed. You can also do, if you want, as a first step, the process fit analysis, which is an individual workshop of 90 minutes, 4 working days creation of tailor-made results, recording of your requirement profile, fact-based combination of process building blocks, key results are individual process map, feasible best practices, roadmap for transformation. So, I think that is... Are there any questions? Questions? Yeah, you see, everything is mixed German-English here. Let me see. Give us 10 seconds for questions. So, today we have a little bit overtime, but I apologize for that. But maybe it's because we did no live stream on Friday and on Monday, then I have to tell so much. Yeah. Okay, so next week, this week, remaining week, will be mainly about topics about value of business AI. That is what we begin. We didn't already completely finish that. So that will be expecting from tomorrow onwards. I cannot exactly promise if we have tomorrow which day. So we have 3 days. We have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, so left, 3 days left. I cannot exactly promise at what day we will have this live stream because some of these needs quite some preparation also. And I have other things too, obviously. So stay tuned. Watch our LinkedIn channel and our YouTube channel. Check out if we have planned a live stream, maybe the next days. And so thank you for joining. And I hope this was interesting to you. Give us feedback and have a great day. Bye.